What to do in Durango, Colorado. Set in the southwest corner of Colorado is the small town of Durango, which boasts an enticing mix of historic sites and cultural tourist attractions. As it is surrounded by majestic mountains, valleys and forests with canyons and desert lying nearby, there are plenty of epic outdoor adventure activities and other active things to do in Durango. 10. Go mountain biking. Since Durango is surrounded by stunning scenery and landscapes, it is no surprise that the town is a popular place to go mountain biking. Snaking their way through the nearby mountains, valleys, and desert are countless trails to shoot along with epic nature and views wherever you go. The best places to go mountain biking are Horse Gulch, which has 50 kilometers of trails to explore, and the desert confines of Cortez, which lie further afield. 9. Colorado Trail. One of the most picturesque places to enjoy hiking and mountain biking is along the Colorado Trail, which remarkably runs all the way from Durango to Denver. Stretching for 485 miles in total, it takes you past majestic mountains and spectacular scenery, with the trail starting just on the northern outskirts of town. Although only a handful of hikers usually complete the trail in its entirety, locals and tourists alike enjoy hiking, biking, and even horseback riding along the parts that lie closest to Durango. 8. Animas River Rafting. If you're after an exciting and adrenaline-filled day out, then you can't beat rafting down the Animas River. A couple of tour companies run excursions from Durango that cater to all ages and abilities. While the lower Animas River is calmer and suitable for families and inexperienced rafters, the upper part of the river has a more challenging class of rapids to attempt. When you're not frantically paddling your way past rocks and craggy canyon walls, you can sit back, relax and take in the marvelous mountains and forests that lie to either side of the river. 7. Historic Downtown. Making up much of the center of Durango is its lovely historic downtown district centered around Main Avenue. As well as being full of handsome historic buildings, its streets are lined by cafes and restaurants with some excellent art galleries and unique boutiques also on offer. Although most people head to Durango to explore its great outdoors, this historic part of town is definitely worth wandering around for its attractive architecture and handful of arresting landmarks. 6. Animas River Trail. Yet another of Durango's trails, this popular path meanders its way along the banks of the Animas River. Starting in Animas City Park, it stretches just under 7 miles and passes through and by various parks, public artwork, and picnic spots along the way. Very accessible to all, the Animas River Trail is a firm favorite with locals and tourists who enjoy strolling, jogging, and cycling along it. 5. San Juan Skyway. Aptly known as the Road to the Sky, the San Juan Skyway is an incredible all-American road that takes you through the spellbinding scenery of the soaring San Juan Mountains. Along the way you'll enjoy dramatic views of the mounts and their lofty passes, and vast valleys and forests. Founded in 1988, the remarkable route forms a long loop through the southwest part of the state and stretches 230 miles in length. While it is possible to complete in just 5 hours, in reality it can take days as there is so much to see along the way. 4. San Juan National Forest. Covering a huge swath of the southwest of Colorado is the scenic San Juan National Forest that lies just a short drive to the north of town. Sure to delight nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts, its wild reaches offer untold recreational opportunities, such as hiking, mountain biking, river rafting, skiing, and snowmobiling. Other than hiking and cycling along its numerous trails, visitors can also enjoy the sublime scenery while driving along the San Juan Skyway. 3. Mesa Verde National Park. Boasting some of the best preserved ancestral Puebloan archaeological sites in the states, Mesa Verde National Park is a must-see. Nestled in the southwest corner of the state, its amazing cliff dwellings and rock art sites lie just 40 minutes drive from Durango. More than 5,000 ancient stone structures and petroglyphs are protected within its confines. In its excellent archaeological museum you can learn all about the ancestral Pueblo people and the astounding artworks and architecture they left behind. 2. Purgatory Resort. While Durango's scenic surroundings lend themselves perfectly to hiking and mountain biking in the sunny summer months, in winter everyone heads to the nearby Purgatory Resort to enjoy skiing and snowboarding. Located a half an hour's drive to the north of town, it has 105 trails to shoot down with epic views and stupendous snow-coated scenery. Since opening in 1965, the resort has expanded considerably and now encompasses a huge skiable area that is serviced by 11 ski lifts. 1. Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad. One of the most visually arresting train journeys in the States, taking a ride on the Durango and Silverton narrow-gauge railroad is the highlight of many people's trip to the town. Originally built in 1882 to transport gold and silver between the two towns, it now instead acts as a tourist and heritage line with the route stretching 45 miles in length. Now a National Historic Landmark, its tracks wind their way through the San Juan Mountains with the trip usually taking 3.5 hours one way.